International travel commences tomorrow, the 1st of August, in accordance with His Excellency, the President's directive. The Ministry of Transport, Infrastructure, Housing, Urban Development and Public Works, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, have developed travel guidelines and protocols in view of COVID-19 situation. As you know, these unprecedented times, I wish to apologize in advance for any inconveniences that will be experienced as we begin this new phase of our new normal. Categorization of which passengers will be subjected to, or to what, based on the risk assessment of COVID-19 situation from the various countries people will arrive from and travel to, and guidelines on the same will change from time to time and will be given in communiques from the Ministry of Transport, Infrastructure, Housing, Urban Development and Public Works. To avoid crowding at the airports as we introduce these measures, we are introducing a mobile app to enable passengers fill in their details, starting with the passengers on our own airline, Kenya Airways. These details will assist us in tracing should it be necessary. And I'll be asking later the Director of Public Health, Koki Mutua, to say a little bit about the app. Travel guidelines will be subject to constant changes as different countries experience changing COVID-19 circumstances. It is important to note that these travel guidelines are not unique to Kenya, and that passengers should be, in a short term, expect inconveniences. I would like to give an example. The travel protocols a week ago between Spain and the UK were quarantine-free, which, as you know, changed very dramatically, even catching some of the ministers, UK ministers on holiday in Spain, who were to come back and quarantine. Before they left, there was no quarantine. By the time they came back, there were quarantine measures. These things will keep on changing. Therefore, those who will say that the ministry is talking about this and the other tomorrow will be quite rightly doing so. It will be the correct circumstance, because as the situation changes, as nations escalate upwards in terms of risk assessment or escalate downwards in terms of reduction of risk, then the protocols, the travel protocols will change similarly. So I would like to explain in advance that these things are based on calculated risks, on checked modeling, on scientific assessments. It is not a question of diplomatic likes or diplomatic dislikes. It's got nothing to do with the diplomatic relationships. What it has to do with is the health assessment and protecting Kenyans from what can easily become another another imported case of virus growth. So at the moment, we have a situation where our spread is essentially community. It started off as imported. It became community. We have no intentions of starting another set of imported, of an imported spread. So I would like to clarify that for the record. But the details of which countries will be doing what will be issued from time to time by the said Ministry of Transport. Fellow Kenyans, before I give you the situation today on COVID-19, let me just say that over the past few days, there has been a lot of talk on the status of contact tracing. And this pleases me because it means that a majority of us appreciate the importance of tracing and recognize its role in limiting the spread of the infectious disease, such as the global COVID-19 pandemic. Since the first case was confirmed in the country, this is a tool that we have effectively employed in curbing the spread. And we are one of the more than 50 countries globally that have implemented applications to trace the contacts of people who may be infected by a confirmed COVID-19